Hi, my name is Balonwu. I'm a second year pharmaceutical chemistry student. I've been at Leicester for 3 years, the first of which I was at the International Study Centre because I'm an international student. I've worked at various departments at the university assisting with welfare and international student related matters. For example, the ELTU, the welfare office, the international office, and a whole lot of others. I think I'm definitely the most qualified candidate for the job, and I have the experience and the vision to move our union forward.
Okay, thanks for coming in. A few questions about your manifesto. Can you explain further this idea of student jobs on campus?
I work for the James Gardner-led project, the Personal Tutor Research Project, and I'm employed 5 hours a week to look at how effective the personal tutor system is at Leicester University, and I think it's great. I mean, it gives me a lot of things to put on my CV. It sounds really impressive, and I think it'll be, a great tool to empower. I think campus jobs would be great to empower students, especially in times of financial.
So the policy is already there for all campus jobs, part-time ones for students. So you're just promising something that's already there.
Pardon?
There's already a policy that all campus-based casual staff, students get first choice.
Okay.
So you're just making promises that already happen. Is that intentional?
No, definitely not. I mean,
Lack of research?
Pardon?
Lack of research?
Definitely not. I mean, at the library you go, then the front desk, they're not students. Most of the ones downstairs, they're not.
Because it's a full-time job.
They're not. It's not just a full-time job. I've applied for one of those jobs. Most of them are part-time. There's shifts available. So how come they're not all students?
Okay. Well, and this is probably not saying all staff, but we've got shop staff at part-time.
I mean, definitely, but I just think, I think the union doesn't provide part-time jobs. I mean, to my knowledge, it's just the Personal Tutor Research Project.
We don't provide part-time jobs. We don't have bar staff or shop staff or restaurant staff.
I mean, that's all fine, but then what about the academic side of things?
Well, what about the academic side of the university?
I mean, the Personal Tutor Research Project I don't know, I mean, not to discriminate against that side of things, but I think
So more working the bars less than what you're doing?
No, definitely not. But I'm just saying it provides you with the skills that you're going to use in future in the kind of job you want. For example, what I do, I'm writing reports, I'm holding focus groups, stuff like that.
So bar supervisors do accounts, manage staff, report back to senior management.
Okay, I mean that's all great stuff too, but I'm just saying I'm trying to increase it, so more of that.
And where's the money come from for this?
I mean, think about it, sabbatical elections, £100 to 24 candidates, that's £2,400 already.
Yeah. That's so that poor candidates can run the elections, so we don't put people off by who can't afford £100. We used to be before you had to fork your £100 out. If you can't afford £100, that will stop you running. That's why we stop it, to make it fair.
Which is perfectly fine, but I'm saying the money is there. I mean,
money's there if you cut other things. So if you cut a staff officer, yes, that's £16,000 available to do what you want.
I mean, definitely. I'm not saying we can't afford it. I mean, I know the state of the union right now, but I'm just saying that's something I would like to do if we can afford it.
So you cut something else to employ students to reach that?
No, I prefer to lobby the university to increase the grant given to our union. And I'm not just talking about campus jobs like paid ones, I'm also talking about volunteer opportunities. For example, I state in my manifesto that I'd like to get the ELTU, the English Language Teaching Unit, to train English students so that they can run a sort of informal English language session for international students that will help them increase their English and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not just paid roles, but unpaid roles as well. Okay.
Next one, in terms of money being thrown away. Sexual Health Week.
Right.
Why? We got rid of Shag Week because awareness campaigns don't achieve anything. What angle do you bring on that's new?
I mean, you can't really say they don't achieve anything. I think it's very hard to measure what they achieve.
So the thing is, by the time you come to university, you know whether it's a condom or not, and it's really...
You can't say that.
The majority
because, I mean, there are a lot of international students at this university. They haven't had any formal sexual health training. I didn't have any from my country. So not all students do, and I mean, not all students do, that's the simple truth of it. You can't really say it's not worth talking about. It is definitely worth talking about. I mean, it's definitely out there.
It's only useful if you've got an itchy crotch during that week.
I would argue that many students actually do.
Itchy crotch during the Shag Week?
They might, yeah. I mean, it's freshers, everybody's coming to university. But you can't say that sexual health isn't important. And I would not say
I'm not saying it's not important, that's why we provide free condoms and,
which is great, and that's something I plan to continue doing, but I also think the awareness needs to be there. That's what I'm primarily trying to do. What I would hope to do if elected, create awareness. Not just about sexual health, but about all the other things affecting, all the other welfare-related issues affecting students, and then the welfare services themselves.
Okay. Society reps?
Yes.
Explain.
Elaborate?
Yeah.
Sorry. Basically, I think societies such as MSPGA, LUSUMA, the ISA, the International Students Association, they're great tools for like reaching into those, for accessing those hard to reach demographics such as international students, postgraduate students, mature students. And I think that if we promote these societies, I mean, I run a Leicester Union trying to find out who I could reach regarding my manifesto and stuff, and I couldn't even find that. So I think we should promote these societies better and work with them to recruit more members and improve their outreach. And then if we have society reps to Parliament...
We used to have those, we got rid of them because they didn't work. Have you researched this?
I have, but I mean,
so
also
they're there last year.
I know. I'm a course rep onto Parliament. I mean, you could easily argue, I haven't had much to do this year to be quite honest, you could easily argue that the course rep...
for instance, some course reps...
the maths rep, I know.
Pardon?
Maths rep, for example?
No, I wasn't going to name names.
Okay.
But some of them, after Parliament, they produce a summary of Parliament and then they produce it to their entire student body, and they have they sit in the parts of the room, and they have sort of surgeries where their students come and go and see them if they've got one-to-one issues. They go to meetings. I mean, for course rep, I think is a very big role. Like, that's why we had them on Parliament, to make them to reward their efforts, because you guys put in a lot of effort. But society reps, most course reps, you're probably involved in society yourself, I imagine. So a society?
No.
Oh, well.
I'm a full-time, I don't know, I do a lot of other stuff, so I completely understand your point, but then the course rep thing would only work if you've got a cooperative departmental administrator. For example, I have tried to get the Parliament agenda, and I just sort of copy and paste your words about getting involved, and I sent it to my departmental administrator to get her to resend to the Parliament.
Not saying you, but
no, I'm just saying, but it's hard if as a course rep I go to students all the time, even for the SSC meetings, do you have any issues that you want me to bring to the SSC meetings, and they don't respond, how am I going to get them to Parliament? I think the societies, if you're talking about ISA and particularly mature students, they need to be targeted, and I think society reps to Parliament, for example, the ones we already have that represent these societies, they're really good. I think they're good at bringing all these issues. I mean, we've been talking about the issues affecting the MSPGA at Parliament for quite a while.
Yeah, but they're represented Parliament. The majority of the committees got elected.
I would say, I suppose a number of them members are at Parliament, but I think training particular people, the society reps, would enable them to hold focus groups, for example, and be able to better bring these issues to Parliament.
Okay. And training for societies can do that?
Pardon?
Training for societies couldn't do that?
I would say specifically bringing these issues to Parliament.
You could specifically train the society presidents?
You could, but the society president also has a lot of other responsibilities. That's what I'm saying. This one person would be in charge of bringing these issues. I think that would be very effective.
I'm not going to say anything about that. That might be a function you could incorporate into student activity officer. They have a full-time person that dedicate their roles to sports and societies.
I mean, definitely in an ideal world that will work, but I think a society rep would feel a lot more invested in that role and would be more likely to work harder and make sure these issues are heard.
Anyway, giving you a bit of a grilling there, so finish on a positive note.
Okay.
So what is your main thing? So 12 months' time, you're elected.
Yep.
I come back to the union. What have you changed? So
awareness. People are involved. People know. People are in societies. People know about Parliament. International representation has increased. That's probably one of my biggest points. Distance learners, part-time students are better represented. You wrote let's leave that way. But I would say that, and as well, I would also say awareness about welfare services, because currently people don't know. For example, international students don't know where to go to improve their English. I would publicise the English language teaching unit, publicise other things such as the accessibility centre, the welfare office for visa renewal services, and I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
So Michelle's union and more engaged union. Okay, well thanks for coming in and good luck in campaign.
Okay, thank you.